Greetings, this is M squared, and what we're going to do today is we've been given some graphs of solutions of absolute value inequalities, and we are going to find out the solution. So we have the graph, but we need to find the inequality that goes, the absolute value inequality that goes with it. There's really three steps. The first thing we're going to do is find the center between the two circles, either the open circles or the closed circles. We're going to find the distance from the center, and then we're going to determine if it's a less than or a greater than, an and or an or. So the first thing we want to do is find the center. So if I look at this, what I do is I say, well, how far is it from -2 to 8? Well, -2 to 8 is 10. Half of 10 is 5. So I need to go 5 back. 2, 4, 5. So my center is 3. And then I have to find out what's the distance from the center. Well, if I knew that the distance between the two dots was circles was 10, then I know that the distance is 5. And that's important because when I do my, let's just do this one, then I'll tell you why it's important. When I determine this, it's just by the graph. I know that absolute values that are ors are greater thans. So this is an or because it's two circles and it's going the opposite direction. It's the union of them. So it's an or, which means it's greater than. So I know I have a greater than. So obviously we have an x in here. What goes here is the opposite of the center, because that's my shift from 0. So my center is 3, so I'm going to say a -3, because I've kind of like shifted 3. And what goes here is that distance from that center. And that's it. These are simple ones, but you can kind of get the idea. Okay, so first thing, center. The center is 5, and the distance is 5, and it's an and because we have a line segment, which means it's going to be a less than. So I put my x in there, and since it's an and, it's going to be a less than, and they're both 5 this time. +5, I do the opposite of the center, and then the distance out, and that's my inequality. You could check it too. If you put a 2 in there, it should work. What's 2 minus 5? -3. The absolute value of -3 is 3, which is less than 5. If you put 20 in, it doesn't work because 20 minus 5 is 15. The absolute value of 15 is not less than 5. So it's checkable. Okay, here. We need to find the center, the distance. We already know it's an and, so we know it's going to be a less than. So we're from 4 to -10, which is 14. So my distance, well, it's not 14, it's half of that. My distance is 7. So I need to go 7 out. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Right there is the center, which is -3. So when I write my inequality, my distance goes out here, and the opposite of the center goes here. Over here, same thing. I'm going to need to find my center, my distance, and this one's a greater than because it's 2 rays going out. This is pretty obvious. The center's right there at -3. My distance is 3 because it's from 0 to 3. -3 is 3. So I'm ready to write my inequality. My distance goes out here, and the opposite of the center goes there. So it's not too bad if you know those little steps. Good luck doing that. M squared signing out.